Hello, wonderful world. Happy Valentine's Day. Today is February 14th, 2022. It sounds so strange to me to even say that date. It's like one of those things when you were a kid, it was like one of those future things that was so far away, and here we are right in it. And I have to say that, we've just been quantum leaping literally in decades, each decade over the last, well, certainly the last 20 years, if not the last 50 plus years. It's extraordinary how fast we've accelerated. And today is day 14 of our quantum becoming. And I've looked at all kinds of different topics in our intelligence, innovation, genius, our relationship with the earth and the universe, the evolution of consciousness, the quantum field, how we work in the quantum field, etc., etc. And so today, I thought as we wrap up, because on day one I did the overview of our quantum becoming and what we have already become in a quantum way. So today I want to look at our quantum future because a lot of people would look around the world and go, "Oh my God," like it's like, oh, I think the world's falling apart, and I get that. If you look in a certain place, news, whatever, if you look in certain places, you might think that. But if you look in different places, you will see it completely differently. And that's where I look, and that's how I see it. So I think our quantum future is going to be spectacular, breathtaking, more amazing than we can probably even imagine, actually. And we are right on the cusp of all of that now. So when we look at the intelligence, so even though the education system is still rock and rolling with the old ways of looking at intelligence and measuring it and that kind of thing, there are so many of us all around the world that are working with knowing and infinite intelligence and anything you want to, whatever terms you want to call it. And the genius is just flowing spectacular. And the innovation these days is off the charts. I host a group on Facebook called Future Fantastic, if you want to check it out. And I share social and technological innovations that I come across. And believe me, we are right on the cusp of going into deep space and finding other places to live. And even creating other places to live. We are right on the cusp of being a multi-planetary species. And, I have great hopes that we will do that well. I know there's a lot of people who think we won't, but I have great hopes that we will do that well. And if you look at things like nature, the earth, the environment, well, the whole of the animal kingdoms has become super conscious in the last 3 to 5 years. And yes, we were a part of making that happen, but also it's available to us all. And I think it's only resistance that keeps people from it or not understanding it, perhaps not knowing it. So when you look at our relationship with earth and nature, yes, a lot of people think, oh, the poor earth, oh, we need to heal her, oh, we've done such terrible things. Yes, we have. I don't argue with that. But that is not how I see the earth, and it is not how I see us as a species. I think there is a growing care and kindness and connection with the earth and nature and all the life forms upon it. Like, my gosh, if you see, I love looking at pictures on Facebook and videos and the deep sea, the deep ocean explorations and the creatures they are finding there, and the people who love the oceans and the people who love nature and forests and mountains. And I mean, it's just breathtaking when you look at how beautiful this world is. And I think we are starting to head towards soil regeneration and natural organic foods again in the UK, that the government has just is just now given subsidies to farmers to go organic. Yes, that's the beginning. That's just the beginning. Because there's so much talk about now about natural ways of regenerating the land. Now, add into that we are awakening a new miraculous force through the earth, through nature, through ourselves. And what you get are solutions to things that you didn't even imagine existed. And I believe in a miraculous earth, and that we are miraculous co-creators in alignment with that earth, and that will take precedent, and that what we will see is extraordinary in the coming days, weeks, months, years. I'm not talking a long way out. I'm talking this year, next year, certainly the next 5 years. I think we're going to see extraordinary shifts in our ability to do these things. I think that global mobility and global connection is going to change. So right now we've got all nations against nations, and peoples against peoples, and beliefs against beliefs, and faiths against faiths. But, it doesn't have to be that way. There is a growing upsurgence of an acceptance of all faiths, of all cultures, of all way of life. It's a deep appreciation of people in their natural habitats and how we live. For example, I live near Glastonbury, and in Glastonbury there are, I think, 72 or 74 faiths existing in the town, and they all get along. And that's the way it should be, just like that. That's the way it should be. We should just all get along. Let people, believe in whatever faith they want to believe in, and make that okay. We don't have to fight about it. It is, after all, in my view, the same force, the same godness, if you want to call it, the same whatever it is that fuels and runs and loves this universe in creation. We all just have different ways of framing that, and I think that's wonderful. And so I think we're going to start to see increased global mobility. So, for example, there are now trains being made that levitate off the track and go at something like 500, 600 miles per hour. So you'd be able to go across America in an hour, let's say. That's already being worked on and made. So what's global mobility going to look like when we have a whole other access to how we get around, which is more environmentally sound and allows us to move freely across the world? Like, you even think when I was a kid, you had a telephone, and if you had to phone somebody outside of your own city, oh my God, it would cost a fortune. But now you can talk to anybody around the world who's got, Zoom or WhatsApp or whatever. You can talk to anybody for free, Skype, name it. Just talk to people for free. Now it's amazing. You couldn't do that even in the 1980s. You couldn't do that. I would say probably even the 90s it was still going to cost a fortune, but starting to change. And with the advent of the global internet, it all changed in 2000, and everything has our ability to be globally connected, and globally mobile is extraordinary. So there you go. So, and I think too that who we're becoming as a species, as the human race, I think that we are elevating to a level far, far, far beyond our current understanding of ourselves and our potential. And I think that we are becoming something so extraordinary. It just takes my breath away when I see who people are. And I just recognize their magnificence and the growth and potency and potentiality of us as creators, as innovators, as geniuses, as source beings working in the quantum field, in the matrix of reality, with the earth in every passionate way that we've got. I just think we're becoming something so beautiful, so extraordinary, and I will continue to hold that view forever. And it is manifesting. In my view, it is manifesting now. I've seen a lot of my buddies this year become who they always wanted to be. And that manifested in many, many practical ways. And I think that's now available for the whole world. So, shall we just all line up for a minute and just energize the brilliance of the future that is coming right on top of us now? Okay, so here we go. Take a deep breath. Think of something you love. Let it lift you up. Fall wildly in love with life. All life. The earth, nature, oceans, the cosmos, the universe, the stars, the galaxies. Oh my God, we live in just the most amazing universe. Just breathtaking. And just see that whole collaboration, connection, our super connectedness, our super consciousness, our ability to innovate and create from a flow of genius possibility. And allow it to just flow into and through the whole world today for everyone in all life forms to exhilarate and grow and elevate into. If you hold that view, our quantum future is right here, right now. And we are beginning to live that fully in our own lives now. And to me, that's just breathtaking. To be alive in this time, to me, is the most extraordinary thing ever. So there you go. On this beautiful Valentine's Day on 2022. I've enjoyed doing this whole series with you all. I hope you've got loads from it, got lots of insights. It's been fabulous. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. Lots of love. Bye.